I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. This message is for parents of kids who are getting ready to start a new school year. If you're not one of these parents, please watch and show it to somebody who is. I've been seeing a lot of headlines lately about school districts and how they're struggling with attendance. It's real, and it's a big problem. When I was on my local school board, attendance was something that we put a lot of work into because we knew that it was one of the biggest factors in whether or not a kid learns. And the data backs it up. If they're not in class, it's a lot harder for them to keep up. As you get your kids ready for the school year, take a good hard look at them. Think about the future that you want for them. Do you want them growing up in an America that's still a community, where we can disagree and still stand together? Or do you want them growing up in Donald Trump's America, where we're divided into camps, taught to fear our neighbors and to shut out anybody who doesn't conform to what Donald Trump and Project 2025 thinks a real American looks like? If you want the first option, the America that's still a community, it starts with a strong education. And a strong education starts with parents. You can make your school a great place for learning, or just another building where kids are warehoused for 8 hours a day. You are the ones most responsible for whether or not your kids are in school every day. And once they're there, you're also one of the biggest factors in whether or not they succeed. Because schools work best when parents support teachers. Plain and simple. See, your kid is human, and they're going to screw up. They're going to miss assignments. They'll get in trouble for conflict with another student. They're going to test their behavioral boundaries. And when that happens, you need to stand with the teachers. Make sure your kids understand that the teacher's authority is an extension of your authority. And sometimes the teachers are going to be wrong, because they're human too. But that's when you say to your kids what my dad used to say to me. Sometimes life isn't fair, son. Or you might not like that teacher, but someday you're not going to like your boss, and you need to learn how to deal with that. Those are lessons from my dad, and they work well for me. Despite what politicians have been telling us for the last 40 years, teachers aren't the enemy. They're the people trying to prepare our kids for the future that they're going to inherit. Now, whether that future is free or controlled comes down to this. Democracy only works if people are educated. We need citizens who can think for themselves, who are capable of standing up for themselves, and sometimes capable of leading their fellow citizens. Fascism works the opposite way. It depends on people being uneducated, unable to tell the difference between truth and propaganda. That's why your support for teachers matters. That's why attendance matters. Every day your kid walks through those school doors, it's not just about learning. It's about defending their future and defending democracy. Thanks for listening. Good day.